There are so many things that money can buy. The first and most important one is life. If money could buy life, imagine how many years the wealthy of the world would be. According to Benjamin Franklin, former president of the United States, money has never made man happy, nor will it. There is nothing in its nature to produce happiness. The more of it one has, the more one wants. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 15 things money can buy. If you're new here, consider subscribing to our channel for more awesome videos such as this one. 1. Health. The world's richest men are not always the healthiest. More often than not, people who don't have a lot of money tend to eat fewer things because they can't afford them. When you eat less fatty foods, you reduce the probability of getting obese and other diseases associated with poor diet. Not getting enough of some nutrients may have adverse effects on your immune system and brain performance. 2. Confidence. Another thing money can buy is confidence. People who eventually become super rich are usually people who were confident in themselves and their ability to execute their goals. There is no amount of money in the world that can give you confidence because it is something you have to develop from within. If you're not confident, try getting a life coach. Money can buy a good coach, but your commitment is what will eventually help you become confident. 3. Loyalty. Have you ever been loyal to a friend before? Why did you do it? Loyalty is not something that can be bought with money. If these were so, the billionaires in America would be the ones in the Senate, but this often doesn't happen. Loyalty is something that comes when a person has charisma and has consistently been there for others. If you want loyal friends, be loyal to other people. If you're not loyal, don't expect loyalty from others. Save your money for social development, but don't for 1 second think that just because you spent money on someone or a group of people that they are going to like you. 4. Friends. Who is a friend? A friend is someone that supports you and cares about you who is usually not a direct blood relationship. Not that family members can't always be your friends. A friend usually understands you. Being in the company of a friend can be comforting. Money cannot buy friends. Money can buy a company, but not friends. In fact, if you have a lot of cash, a lot of people will flock around you hoping to get a piece of the cake, but once they do, they disappear. Throwing a party and having people attend, even if you have no friends, is simply because everyone likes free booze. 5. Purpose. Everyone needs to take time to figure out what they want to do with their lives. It is an inward journey that can take years. Unfortunately, there is no shortcut. Spending money will not help you discover your purpose. If anything, it can derail you from it. Some extremely rich people have sojourned into remote countries in search of a purpose. Money has the potential to make a lot of effort successful, but it mostly works for physical things. 6. Empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand what others are going through and actually helping. Empathetic people put themselves in other people's shoes. Empathy is not something that can be learned by spending money or through having money. In many ways, money is neutral. If a bad person had money, they would use their money to enable more bad things. If a good person, on the other hand, has money, they will do the same. Empathy is a thinking pattern that is gained over time from interacting with people and having an open mind. 7. Love. Love is an elusive concept, but there is at least general agreement that it involves caring deeply for people and yourself. People fall in love with other people all the time, but the trouble is science cannot really explain why. However, it is clear from so many instances that money cannot make someone fall in love. If anything, having money can make the idea of being with you desirable, but it won't make the person actually fall in love with you. Have you ever been in love with someone simply because they earned more than you do? If you did, you were probably in love with their money and not them. 8. Happiness. Happiness is a state of mind that comes from an intentional decision not to be drawn into chaos from the present, past, and the future. Happiness is not something anyone should leave dependent on the happening of any event or on anyone. If the person disappoints you, they take your happiness with them. No one deserves that type of life. Money cannot buy happiness. It can, however, build pleasure in the form of wine, a company of women, gadgets, and travel. If you want to be happy, decide to be happy. No one can make you happy except you. 9. Emotional mastery. Everyone, without exception, needs to master their emotions. Anger and sadness are strong emotions that are capable of making anyone unhappy. You regain your freedom once you learn to control it. Money, unfortunately, cannot also buy this. The more you spend, the less you are likely to actually get there. Money cannot solve your problems. The richest CEOs are not the best leaders. It just doesn't work like that. Master yourself until you can't surprise yourself anymore. Be responsive and not reactive in your approach to situations. Always think everything through. I promise you will be fine. 10. Happy children. People are usually happy when they finally get married and have kids. Kids are a bundle of joy. They add color to a home and can make a person very glad. However, trying to use money to substitute your presence in the lives of your kids will lead to a disaster. Children need their parents more than they need money. They want to feel loved and cared for. They want to be coached and groomed on social expectations. Be there for your kids. There are instances where money is never enough, and this is one of them. 11. Inner peace. Did you know that inner peace is what allows people to think with clarity without any form of interference? Money also cannot buy this. People who have inner peace have typically spent a lot of time reminding themselves that a lot of things don't matter in life. They choose to do things one at a time and do them well. They choose not to worry about outcomes, but to put in their best all the time. Are you currently putting in your best into the things you are doing? Or are you hoping your money will take care of it? There are no shortcuts to peace. If you want peace, work deliberately towards it. 12. Respect. As a rich person, your biggest accomplishment in life should not be your money, but the relationship you have built over time. Respect, as they say, is reciprocal. People who have money often tend to look down on people who don't have as much money. If you want to be respected, respect other people. You can't use money to buy respect. At your workplace, is the richest among you the most respected? Probably not. Work hard to earn the respect of others by leading, not by spending money. 13. Wisdom. Unlike information, wisdom cannot be taught with money. You have to understand something to be able to apply it effectively. Wisdom comes from trying out things rather than getting things that will enable you to try them out. This is perhaps why very rich people still need fund managers. The fact of having money alone will not make a person successful. People will need to manage their wealth or they may squander it all. Have you ever bought books but never read them? I have too, but the books that really matter, I always make time to read. 14. A good home. Everyone wants a great home, but they are not always willing to work towards it. Money has historically proven to be a poor homemaker. Many billionaires have divorced their wives or are currently entranced with their children. You would have thought that their money would save them. If you want a good home, you have to be intentional about it. Invest your time in your family. Your son will not be proud of you if you think securing more rounds of funding for your business is more important than being there to watch him play his first game. A business can always secure funding rounds, but your son will not remain young forever. Besides, most businesses of that capacity have teams. Consciously making an effort to be there for your children will make a difference in your approach to their needs. Don't be that dad or mom that wired money every time you call them. Sometimes your son or daughter may just want 30 minutes of your time. Sing a lullaby to your daughter over the phone even if you're 500 miles away on a business trip. Be you, you love you. 15. Honesty. Money will certainly not buy honesty from people around you. If anything, it may encourage them to talk more lies. Honesty is a virtue that is acquired over time. A person can't be said to be honest unless they've shown a level of honesty in their dealings with other people. Money is a very good thing to have. You can accomplish a lot of things with money. The more money you have, the more you can accomplish. But this is only when you have understood your purpose and cultivated the art of working well with others. Progress isn't an automatic thing, and money will not change that. If you have money, still work hard. If you don't, keep working hard. You'll eventually have money.